Well, Tyreek Hill recently got arrested, and the video got released.
Right, I saw that.
And there's been some discussions about who was in the wrong when it came to this incident. From your point of view, who was in the wrong?
The police.
Why is that?
I believe, did he take time to, when the police say roll the window down or get out the car, it was the second cop that escalated the situation further, which they do all the time. And if he wouldn't have did that, that man would have got out the car. But he didn't do that. So, and then when he was having him on the curb, the same cop grabbed him by his neck. Now, some of them motherfuckers, some of them, they got these attitudes as if I got the badge and the gun. You better listen to me. And if you don't do a certain thing, what they call commands, quick enough, you're gonna have that one that reacts the same way that one did.
Okay, I've dealt with asshole cops. I've been not pulled out of the car, but I've been slammed against my car and handcuffs and stuff like that.
Right.
NYPD. Now, when I watch the video though, and I think about my own situations with police, me and TK Kirkland had a conversation about this recently. And me and him both agreed that we wouldn't even think while getting pulled over to roll up the window and say, do what you got to do. That right there is something that wouldn't even go in our minds because we know that there's going to be repercussions for doing that. Do you think that by Tyreek doing that he brought the situation onto himself?
I believe he made it worse, sir. I believe that, but see, this is where the police have to have patience with that type of shit. The car ain't running, the man ain't going nowhere, it's too many cops there. He got a lot to lose to be in a high-speed chase, so we know he wasn't going nowhere. Who to say, I ain't feeling a certain kind of way today, and I'm gonna give them motherfuckers a bit of my BS? Who says he don't have the right to do that and act the way he act? It's the police who's supposed to be trained to de-escalate and be a certain kind of way, show their professionalism as a police officer. Did he, what you call him by saying, all right, I'm finna roll it down? Yeah. Did he piss that one cop off? Yeah. But you don't even have a goddamn crime to open my door, snatch me out the car, put your knee on my motherfucking back, squeeze my arms and pull me, and then grab me by my throat. I ain't committed no motherfucking crime for you to treat me like I'm a criminal.
I feel that when I get pulled over by the police and I roll my window up and make a smart comment like, do what you gotta do, I'm prepared to get pulled out that car. Whether I'm white, black,
you sound like Reggie
Asian.
now. Just because I act a certain kind of way don't mean you have to be that way.
But you're escalating the situation by doing that.
Exactly, but I can. By law, I can. I can say what the fuck I want to say.
Are you allowed to roll up your window when a cop instructs you to roll it down?
Yeah, you can roll your window up and leave it up and put your driver license to the window. You ain't got to give them to.
Well, don't they take and actually scan the back? I believe they do.
They never scan my motherfucking ID.
I believe they do these days.
Oh, well, that might be something different. I didn't know they do all that. If they want to see your ID, all you got to do is show them your shit. It's legit, and bam.
I don't know, man. Listen, when dealing with police, I feel like I'm trying to make it home. I'm not trying to get locked up. Yes, sir. No, sir. Here you go. Cooperate. You're going to have an asshole cop. But I'd rather deal with an asshole cop. And I've been disrespected by cops before. I remember I go into a police station in Brooklyn and because I had donated my car and I was asking whether or not I needed to turn in the license plate. And the cop said, "What are you, an idiot?" And I'm looking at this fat cop thinking, he wouldn't say that to me if he didn't have a badge.
Right.
You know, I could
Right.
I'd punch him in his face. Like, you know, for just blatantly saying some disrespectful shit. This is a fat, you know, middle-aged guy, and I'm like 30 and in good shape. Like, I could probably take him.
But even saying that, now what happens when you give them your driver's license, your insurance? What happens when you saying, "Yes, sir, thank you, officer," and he tell you to fuck off?
Well, that's all on body cam. Then you could turn around and do something about it later on. Listen, for everyone's listening to this, I'm not trying to defend the cops. I'm just trying to say, don't roll your window up when you're getting pulled over. It's not going to end well.
He got a right to do that. For one, he ain't got no marijuana, no nothing in his car. Okay, y'all hold up. Why he can't do that? That's not against the law, Vlad. It wasn't against the law what he did. Nothing that he did was that warrants a criminal act. He didn't do shit. Not reply. It's not against the law. Move faster is not against the law.
Okay, so I looked it up. According to Google, while you are not legally required to roll down your window for police, it is generally recommended to comply fast. Rolling down your window can help with communication and can make the officer feel more at ease. It can also show that you have nothing to hide. If you don't roll down your window, some officers may use it as a pretext to force you out of the car. They may say they feel unsafe and break the window to force you out.
And that's the tactic they use every time.
Yeah.
Because you're not replying to their bullshit, which they should know the law. He don't have to roll down his window. If they apply the law to themselves, you can't demand me to roll down my window. It's stated in there. Generally, they tend to go this way if you don't apply to that, which is not against the law to not roll my window down. Who's wrong?
We'll have to agree to disagree on this one.
No, you just read it.
No, you're right. You're not legally allowed, but it sets up a pretext for them to force you out of the car.
That it does.
Right.
But just
so
because...
you can roll up your window, that's legal, but then them forcing you out of the car is legal as well. So you legally rolled up your window,
tell you to get out the
and
car,
they legally force you out.
Break your window because I don't want to roll my window down knowing that it's not illegal to roll the window down, but because you're a police officer, I must listen to your commands. That is not a lawful order. They cannot make you do that. So why would you break my window and it's not against the law for me to roll my window down to communicate with you?
Yeah, man. We'll have to disagree to disagree on this one. We'll have to agree to disagree.
Okay.
I've always rolled down my window, and the next time I get pulled over, I'll roll down my window.
And
I will show my ID and take my ticket and not insult the cop and go about my way and pay my ticket.
But even when you don't do that, they're going to talk shit to you. They're going to, okay, why the fuck he being so cooperative? You have some that don't like you being the way you are.
Yeah, fair enough.
And they still going to fuck with you. Get out the car.
Have you had a situation like that?
A whole bunch of times. I done got my ass whooped by the police so many goddamn times. Reggie Wright Sr. tell you, police used to be on my porch, and I'm in the window. Fuck y'all, get y'all bitch asses out of here. And when they see me or catch me on Pine, one motherfucker hit me with the stick so goddamn hard in the bridge of my hands. That's probably why my back's still fucked up. Because I was sagging. Oh, fuck Mom James. They done took me to jail where they had to try to forcefully put me in the car. I didn't have my days with them.
So it hits a little closer to home with you.
Yeah.
That's all you're saying.
And some things you don't have to do, especially if they got you handcuffed. What is it can I do? That stop resisting bullshit. How am I resisting and you just socked me in my motherfucking head? Come on, man. They taught that bullshit. And what you saw in that video, man, I don't have to move. Wait a minute. They got time. I believe it's 10, 20 minutes for a stop, each stop. So he ain't in a rush.